G'day, let's have a look at this Nitecore NC10000 Power Bank. Now, the first thing to talk about is the capacity of this one. So it's actually in the name 10,000, so 10,000 milliamps, which really means, depending on your phone, because there's a lot of different models these days, but you're going to get about 1.5 to 2 charges in an average phone from this power bank, which I find is absolutely perfect because it's small enough to really fit even in your pocket or in your bag. It's only 170 grams, so it doesn't weigh that much at all. You're not really going to notice carrying this around, but it has the power to fully recharge your phone, plus then top it up a little bit more, again, depending on the phone. So the other thing to mention is this is 10,000 milliamp hours. You're not actually going to get that usable energy out of it because there's going to be losses when this is going to be charging your phone through a lot of heat. So realistically, it's rated for, you can see that rated energy there, 6,000 milliamps at 5 volts. So you're going to get something around the 7,000 actual milliamps out of it after all those losses, because these power banks end up being about 70-80% efficient. Now, I know that number is a bit lower. That's just accounting for other losses and underrating it. So you will get a little bit more performance out of that as well. As far as the interfaces on top, you simply have a USB-C charger, which also is PD. So this will adjust and fast charge certain devices. And then you've just got a button there, which you press, and then you've got 4 LEDs that light up. So each LED 25% charged. So you can see right now 4 LEDs are on, meaning this is 100% charged. The button is recessed slightly and it is quite flat, so I don't find it ever really gets pressed accidentally. But even if it does just gets pressed, it doesn't really do anything apart from just turn on that display to show you those lights. And now the special feature of this one is if you flip it back, you can see there's 2 LED lights there. So those 2 LEDs together combined are 50 lumens. And if you're out hiking or traveling or just need a bit more light, that will come in really handy. So the way you actually turn them on is you just hold the power button. So you press and hold it for a few seconds and then the light will turn on, and you can see that will stay on. Both of them do light up, and the 50 lumens is actually quite bright. There is quite a decent amount of light. You're going to be able to light things close by to you. So it is floodlight, it's not spotlight, it's not designed for looking at things far away. It's just designed to light up the area close to you and around you to actually be able to see. But it is just a really nice little feature to put on this power bank, and it only takes up a few more millimeters at the end here. It really doesn't increase the size all that much, or again the weight, because LEDs don't weigh that much. So I think it's a really cool thing to consider. Even if you don't need those LED lights, they can come in handy, and it's just nice to know that you've got them. I think the runtime for them is something about 50 hours or something like that. I'll have a look and put the description down below. So you can actually run that for quite a while if you do need to, especially if you go hiking and you just want to take this with you. You can use this for a couple of hours at night to recharge your phone and also use that light. So just a little bit more about the construction. This is actually IPX5 rated, so it just means it's got a water resistant rating of 5, which pretty much is protection against direct jets, but really light pressure. So if it rains, you're not going to have an issue. You can leave this in the rain, it'll be fine, but don't expose it. Like, don't dip it into the water and don't completely submerge it in any water. And as far as dust and other material ingress is concerned, it doesn't have a formal rating. So it's, again, not really protected against dust. If you are in a very dusty environment, you could find issues with that getting in, especially through that, obviously, USB-C port. But what I actually do with this is my primary travel one. So I have this on me all the time or in the backpack. Super lightweight. I just end up having a really short USB-C cable. So you can see on this side, I've got this 90-degree one, so you can kind of just tuck it in, and then that can sit either in your pocket or somewhere else. And the cable just kind of wraps up really nicely. On the other side here, I've just got a little USB-C magnetic adapter. So I can just chuck that onto the phone. That starts charging almost straight away. You don't have to turn the power bank on, press any buttons or do anything like that. So you can see that works really well. And that is charging it. So really like that. I will put a link to this below. Actually, I'll put a link to all of this below. I really also highly recommend getting these magnetic USB-C adapters, but I won't talk much about them. I've done another video. I'll link that here. And again, I'll put links down below if you do want to check that out. It just ends up being really nice and easy to plug and play things, and it doesn't wear and tear that USB port. So, but I don't like it on this side because I just want a permanent connection there so it doesn't actually come out and stop charging while I want it to charge. All right, so that's it. I really love this set. Absolutely love Nitecore. I've got a bunch of their flashlights as well, so I'll do some more videos for that. If you want to check that out, keep an eye out for those ones. And again, links down below if you do want to check this out. I get a little bit of commission through those links, so it's really appreciated if you do use them to support the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything more. There we go. All done. Thanks very much and have a good one.